Hey guys, so I just want to document what's been going on. This is going to be a quick video just to document today and yesterday. So, my last video, I asked for people to speak out, right? Well, that's not the only time I asked for I made a request for people to speak up about what's going on. This channel I try to keep as PC as possible, not because I care about political correctness, no, but because I don't want my videos to get deleted, and two, because I don't want to alienate other targets. So, I keep it clean here, but on another platform, I really let it out, and I made a request to people to just out whoever is doing this. And I'm not going to get into everything that I said, but it seems to have provoked the perpetrators because today was misery all day long. And I'm not going to say they were afraid, but at the same time, well, first of all, why would they be afraid, right? How can one person possibly fight a mob, right? These are cowardly predators. It's a massive group against a lone target. These people have power, resources, money, gear that the target doesn't have. So there's no reason for them to really think I can do anything. But with other people, maybe. And I went to some powerful people. So it's starting to seem like maybe they're not so invincible, right? It was kind of it was a request to these people to speak up, but it was also a threat that if these psychopaths keep attacking, we are going to take action. And the truth is, I didn't expect them to stop attacking, right? All they're going to do is provoke more and more and more just to have that over you. They can't stop. They can't. Okay, this is, I know this is, this is governmental. This is beyond anything that we can control. But at the same time, for some people, it's ego. Even though they know they're the attackers, even though they know they started it, even though they know they messed with someone who was never bothering them initially, when the person starts swinging back and they know it's going too far, they're still not going to stop. They're going to attack even more. They just can't stop. They don't care about the consequences, right? They don't give a damn who gets hurt. They have to get the last swing. So I'm going to deal with these people, that hopefully they will be able to get in contact with me. I hope. Now it's a little bit, and when I say them, I mean the people I tried to reach out to yesterday. They have information. I know they do. I'm not going to say who they are, but they have info. And I think this is what provoked the perpetrators. I'm finally starting to take serious action. Anyway, so what happened today? There was a call on my cell phone. I missed it. Then I got a notice that there was a voicemail. So I clicked on the notice, and it asked for my password. So I entered the password, and it said that the password was invalid. Now I knew it wasn't, but okay. So then I went through the voicemail app, and I looked, but there weren't any new voicemails there. So I called my cellular carrier and explained to them what was going on, and they said, okay, they're going to send me a reset code or something to reset it. So we did that. I reset it. At that point, what happened? It didn't work. It didn't work. The voicemail app did not take the reset. It didn't work, and I couldn't get in through the prompts either. But the only way I could get in was through this back way. And the phone store knows about it. They do it too. It's nothing nefarious or anything. But I need my voicemail to work through the app as well. So I called back, and the guy he did a reset on the phone, and he said that I should go and turn the phone off for a few minutes, and then turn it back on, change the password again, it should be okay, and that he would call me back in 10 minutes. I did it. It didn't change. I could still get in through the back way, but I couldn't get in through the app. I couldn't get in through the prompts, and he never called back, and I didn't expect him to. I was afraid my calls might be intercepted or forwarded somewhere else. I don't know. So I called back a third time and spoke with a woman, and I explained to her what happened. And so she took me through all of these new steps to see what could possibly, what the problem could be. And, she said it's strange that I could get in through, through that one way, but I couldn't get in through the app, and I couldn't get in through the prompts. So she said that she would have a more advanced tech support technician call me back. Of course, he never called me back, right? I'm still waiting for that call. And I did tell her that I'm under this type of attack. That, I, I explained to her that people are screwing with my electronics, my passwords, everything. So the call could have been intercepted. And I asked her if she could contact the last person I spoke with. I'm trying to keep this straight. That's why I'm pausing. It gets kind of I'm trying to keep this in order. I asked her if she could contact the last person that I spoke with and ask him if he attempted to call back. Because if he did, I didn't get the call and it might have been redirected. And if he didn't, at least I would know, well, I didn't get the call because he didn't call back. It wasn't the people who are pulling this garbage with me. So she said she couldn't contact him directly because he doesn't have a direct line, but she would send him a message. And like a minute later, she says he's away from, no, it wasn't even a minute. She said he was away from the desk, so he wasn't receiving messages at that point, which seemed weird because I had talked to him not too long before that. Anyway, so at least I told her what was going on. We hung up. I'm still waiting for the call back. So that's that. They're just going to make it harder for me to contact people, and I'm going to work even harder to out these filthy psychopaths, no matter what it takes. This is going to end this is going to end. They attack and attack and attack no matter what we do, right? Just because we stop fighting back doesn't mean they stop attacking. They do it anyway. So we may as well fight back. Which, does that make them attack more? Sure. And they were attacking anyway. There's no reason to just lie down and take it. Right, fast forward. So they once again, they failed to bring my mother's dinner up. Now, a while back, I don't know how long ago it was. Was it 2 weeks? Was it, when did I make that video talking about how I forgot to put the menu in for that week? Whenever that was, it wasn't that long ago. But I went down the night, I went down the same night that I realized that I had forgotten to put it in because they didn't bring the dinner. And I filled it out that night, right? So it should have been fine from that night, and they didn't bring it the next day. So I knew that they were going to use that to screw with me. And although eventually after that, they did start bringing it, and it's been relatively okay until now. But today they didn't bring her dinner, and I did fill out the menu for this week. I remember doing it. I remember shoving it into the box, the thing where we put it. I filled it out. So there are no excuses this time. So I called the manager and I explained to her that once again they have failed to bring my mother's dinner, and that I know for a fact I filled the menu out this time, and I put it in I put it in the location where it had to be, and that I was afraid someone might have taken it out and is just trying to screw with me. Why? Because I explained to her a little bit about what's been going on with the screwing with my account, my passwords, my software, and whatever the hell is wrong with my phone now. And two, in the past, we had I found all those other devices on our Wi-Fi network. And in order to achieve that, the people doing it had, the psychopaths, the filthy vermin doing that had to be here in this building. So it's not so unthinkable that they could be here still, right? So I did that. I left her a message, and did I say I spoke with, I told her, no, I didn't tell her. I left her a message, and I'm trying to word myself as carefully as possible here, because sometimes I'll be thinking something in my mind and I'll say something and it'll make sense to me, but I don't realize that maybe I didn't word myself as clearly as possible and someone else might not quite understand what I just said. So then I have to kind of go back and correct myself. So I'm trying to be careful with that now, extra careful. Anyway, fast forward. I am hungry. I'm hungry because, so now we can leave, caregivers can leave the building once a week, but I'm trying not to go out too often because I want to make sure that my mom is safe. And I know the perpetrators, they are trying they're trying to make me sick. They're doing bad things, really bad things, right? They have people cough. They have people, sometimes take their mask off and shout loudly right in my face. They have people come really close to me and crowd me, and it's bad. It's bad. So I need to be extra careful. So even though we can leave once a week, I don't now, and I'm trying to save that once a week for an emergency when I really need to go out. So we still have to have food delivered, and it's always a risk because you never know when they're going to tamper with it. So which is why I haven't gotten fresh fruits and vegetables, because I usually get something that I can cook. And yeah, you can cook that, but it's not going to taste as good. So I've gotten a lot of canned foods. The problem is I've noticed that over the weeks and even the months, some of the cans that I've purchased are starting to leak from the bottom. I've noticed that there's a rim of liquid on the counter surrounding the can, and on the bottom, on the rim of the can. And they're clean when I put them there because I wash them off. So there's no liquid leaking at that when I first get them. But over time they start leaking. So someone is tampering with the cans, and that's dangerous, right? Someone else said online, if liquid can come out of the cans, bacteria can get into the cans, right? So, and if bacteria gets in, that can cause botulism. So this is incredibly dangerous. And with the cans of beans, the liquid is brown, so I would have known if it had been leaking right away. I didn't, I see it now that there's a stain on the counter. But if I hadn't, if I couldn't see the stain, I would never know. And so we bought clear, we bought cans of fruit, for example, or vegetables where the water is clear. If that's leaking, I'm not going to know because, the leakage, it dries up right away. Right now, the kind of reddish brownish, stain from the beans on the counter, it's dried up. The only reason I know it's there is because of the color. But with clear liquids, I won't know. So this is incredibly dangerous. And what do you do? Who do you report it to? You report it to anyone legitimate. You get sent to a psychiatrist. Anyway, I just wanted to let people know what was going on. That's what's been going on. Peace.